Hello and welcome everybody. We have crossed day 600 already, and today we are going to go into strong and mighty anti-gravity. I'm so excited for all of that. So if you are a business owner currently watching and you're looking to optimize processes in an agentic way, if you feel that make.com or n have been too complicated for you up to this point, I would encourage you to consider and invite you to assess anti-gravity for your use case. So without further ado, let us now go into anti-gravity and let's take a look. Now, I've realized that I need to redact some of these numbers, but hey, what we are doing here is we set it into planning mode. Tasks directly used for simple tasks, be competent fast. Okay, well, we actually do have Gemini 3 Flash and we have the fast mode. That's what I didn't do. Right? That's what I didn't do. Workflows, interesting. Yeah. Anyways, we put it into planning mode and then we put Claude Opus 4.5 thinking mode, and here is what we do. Now, we're gonna go back to ChatGPT because I have my process optimization for Opus here, and we're going to put all of this in. But we speak the prompt already, and we will say, audio is not supported for this model. All right. Well, here's what we then do. Please make sense of all of this context. Put an action plan together without missing any important improvements on the process that I explained. Good. So we go that and then we copy just all of it. You know what I mean? Every single thing. Let's see if that is too much context for Opus to handle or whether it can actually take it. We copy that in here, paste that in. Oh man. Stop. Here's the context. Now we've wasted already the first one. This is crazy. Anyways. So that's the context. Now it is thinking, and now it will improve upon my processes. And every week we get these precious credits, which is so good, artificial constraints, so that we find a way to actually work on the processes that we have and utilize them to the best of our ability, to the maximum capability. What? Retry, brother. Why did that fail? That's so unfortunate. Actually, what we haven't done is make an actual copy of all of the files before some changes are being implemented. So I'm going now out and back into that, and we go into documents. Is this failing? What the heck? What is this, man? Alright, here. Anyways, prompt optimization for Opus. Hey, I realized that Opus 4.5 is failing. It says agent terminated due to error. You can prompt the model or try again or start new conversation if the error persists. Well, how about that? How about you give me a prompt with all of these steps? Please think through this already. The plan that it needs to do and incorporate and implement. And then I just put everything that you just gave me into a markdown file so that it can read all of these instructions. How about we do that? Please give out a prompt of everything that has been explained so that I can give that to Opus. Thank you very much. Good. It does that now. We do now here agentic workflows, Nick Sarayev. That's the copy, only 8 megabytes. So we take that out and we do that working agentic. And we go here and we say iteration 1.0 agentic meeting summary. Fantastic. Good. Now it writes the anti-gravity prompt, and I'm also going to give that same instruction to the other one here. The meeting notes workflow. And then we put both of that into GENSPARK, and it will give us out a prompt. Sorry, a markdown file for all of that. Fantastic. Man, we're utilizing the tools well. Can you see all of that? Look, here we have 2 windows. We have prompt engineering and we have Chrome. For the GENSPARK. Okay, so now another varied questions. Alright, here's what we do. We do varied questions. Please give out a simple prompt for GENSPARK telling it to create please 2 markdown files with instructions for Antigravity, which is an IDE where it needs to read instructions for process improvement. In the same way as there's agents.md, it needs to be a markdown file that it can reference. Please make it as in-depth and specific as possible without leaving any of the information out. I will now give you the full context, including the prompt, all together. You please go ahead and make sense of it and give me out a markdown file that I can then append to the folder with an anti-gravity. Thank you so much. Good. It will do that now, and it will give me out now the prompt for GENSPARK, and I hope that this will then work out. That we rewrite the prompt there one more time, and that should then work, and then we bring that over into anti-gravity. That should work. That should work. Yeah, so here's how we're working with the tools, how we're incorporating everything that we can. It's fantastic. Good. GENSPARK, copy and pasting, prompt. It's all okay. We're making progress here. We're making progress. Today is a day of LinkedIn, massive LinkedIn wins. We will do 150 connection requests on LinkedIn throughout the day as I am having my meetings, and there are a few meetings that I do have. So yeah, my calendar did fill up a little bit. But yeah, we copy that into GENSPARK. Here's all of the context and the instructions that I voiced in via speech to text as I was working the process and noticing improvements I want to make. Exactly good. what to do next when you're ready. So that is the prompt. Now we paste all of this into GENSPARK. So we paste that in, and then we take all of this context here. And we also take that context there. And then we keep going. And then we let GENSPARK run. And then the beauty of all of that is good. That we give it that process field as a markdown file and append it to the agent and then doing it one more time. Yeah, we're finding out how to utilize information and how to organize information. This is all very good. Anyways, so yeah, we're going now into the process here. Process improvements.markdown file, making the meta learnings as I'm making the content here and going into that and realizing that the process improvement.md, it might be a way to, generally speaking, go about it in the right kind of way. And also realizing that once the master classes are booked, I'm really going to be looking into Abacus and see if Abacus can actually help me with some of these agentic processes that I've got here and see if I can work them actually automatically. Just send like notifications to my phone and then help me do that. That would be really fantastic. But yeah, let's see if we can actually now iterate upon the process and working with Claude in the right kind of way. And I also realized that for this weekend, after the 150 connection requests on LinkedIn, what I really do want to do is improve upon the website, get it out of Lovable, get the email disabled so that I don't need to pay for that extra secondary email there. But maybe I could. What if I actually went in there and paid it for a few more months and said Antigravity.Google. Let's see what happens here, how much that would be. That is already on a paid plan pricing. Oh, what the fuck is this? Okay. Huh. It's all good, we're working with the tools. It's all easy, it's all fine. There's no catch, it's easy. Canva renews in March, it's all easy. New Ink and Empire. Okay, actually we have the emails there. Just checking. What is this? Okay, Google One needs to be a personal account. Okay. Huh. Huh. Well, that is fantastic. All right, good. Now that we know, we go back to GENSPARK. As it is now ready, go and take a look at this here. Good. All right. Copied. Okay. Process improvement.markdown. Okay, so we put that in here. Directives. Execution. All right. Directives plus no. Exactly, process improvement at markdown. Good, fantastic, that's how it's done. Good, now we copy all of that there. Look how big that is, that's fantastic, good. All right. Good, thank you very much. Now write the prompt one more time with the following reference to the following markdown file. Here's the name of the markdown file, and then everything that the markdown file contains is appended as a file here. So please write the prompt again, reference it so that OPUS 4.5 can actually start getting to work. Thank you so much. Now we've spent half an hour, actually 20 minutes, just to get it working. Can we just... Alright, let me actually get in here and then do documents and see if we can append that to ChatGPT. Are we doing a lot of work here? That is too much. We will see. Alright, where are we now? Agentic workflows. Exactly, and then we have the directives, and we got the process improvement.markdown, and we append that here. Unable to process. Alright, well, maybe that might be too much of a muchness here for that. Looks like a lot. 240 lines, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, got it, good. So we go here, GENSPARK, we copy that over to ChatGPT, paste that in here, and then send that off here. Write the prompt again, please, amigo. Good. Master prompt that explicitly references process improvement.md as an attached appended file and tell OPUS 4.5 exactly how to use it to begin working immediately. Yes, that's how we do it. That's how it's gonna be here going forward. Isn't that fine? So, as we're now with a full picture here, we're gonna go and take a look at my calendar and what is on and how many meetings we're actually gonna be having today and everything else that is happening here. It is fantastic. It is fantastic. Good. So we have 2 calls here and then 1 there, and then we got 1 with him and 1 with him, and then we got 1 with him. Oh man, holy fuck, we got like back to back. My fucking goodness. Yeah, alright, well then we won't do any LinkedIn today, I guess. Looks like. Man, alright. The busyness continues to go forward. Anyways, yeah, we just grind LinkedIn Saturday, Sunday, it should be okay. Man. Man. Well, but we're alright here. Alright. Good. Now, close this down, and then we open Antigravity again. And yeah, we do have a lot of meetings today that are kind of important, that are revenue generating. But hey, we can do that. We can take some rest in between. We can have a full day and then sparring at the end of the day. And we're just growing leaps and bounds every day, loving life, leaping about. Alright, after you have leapt about, there are some things you gotta do, says Jim Rohn. Alright, we're getting anti-gravity ready again. So OPUS here. Can you do this now or can you not here? You tell me. We'll see if it can do that or not.